Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Again, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button now before we start, and if you are a returning viewer, then thank you for tuning in again. So this video is different because I normally talk about cars, but we've decided to take my mum's van out and do a video on it. But before we get into the video, I just want to say, like I said a minute ago, I am not a van person. I don't know much about vans, but I'm just going to go off what I know and what I've researched about this van. Again, as well, I don't know exactly what modifications are on it, so I'm going to go off what I can visually see. So if I do make any mistakes, I do apologise to you VW van people, and I'm sure you will correct me in the comments below. So we'll get into a cinematic now of the van, and then I'll go around and talk to you about what is on it and what I can visually see. Yeah, so as you can see from the cinematic, this van is not like your typical normal looking van that most people drive. So we'll get into it now and I'll talk a little bit about the van, what I know about it, and just some of the modifications. So the van is a 2007 VW Transporter and it's a T5. I made sure I knew that. I made sure it was, well, I asked my mum to make sure it was a T5 before I go saying it's like a T4 or something, and then everyone will just go mad in the comments. It's a T5, 2007, and it's a 2.5 litre turbo diesel engine. Now, it's not the fastest thing in the world. Obviously, I'm used to my Focus, and it's a van. You don't expect it to be fast unless you've stuck some massive fucking engine in there. But for what it is, it's really nice. So, getting straight into the modification now. I'm going to go off visually what I can see, as I said. So I apologise if I get anything wrong, just correct me in the comments. I'm going to start off with the main thing that makes this van really nice for me. There's three main things, sorry. But this is the best thing for me. And you probably guessed from the cinematic, it's these Bentley wheels. I've never seen these on one of these vans. There probably is some. Obviously, I'm not a van guy, so I don't look into these vans very much. But them wheels make this van what it is. I absolutely love these. As you can see from the wheels as well, these are split rims. So I think that the middle piece comes out from the actual rim. I think that's what that means. Number two will be the coilovers. So this van is on coilovers. I don't know what ones they are. I have looked under there, I can't see a brand on them. But when I took it for a drive, it's really smooth. To be honest, if you can see from how low it is, especially at the back's a bit lower than the front, I thought that it would be very rough on the ride, like stiff, and it's not. It's quite spongy, to be honest, and it drives really well. You can't feel bumps. You can go over speed bumps without ripping the front bumper off. But I'm surprised because it is really low. The third thing that makes this van unique for me has got to be the colour. The colours, obviously the wheels, the bronze wheels go with the green, well, olive. It's like an olive paint, I'd say. I'm not sure if this is custom paint, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have seen this on a Passat. So I think this could be a VW colour. Like I said, I have seen it on a Passat. So I think, yeah, it could be a normal colour for the VW. Coming on to the back, what makes this different for me, like I've never seen, like I don't know if this is like an aftermarket rear bumper, but this one supports dual exhaust tips, which makes me think it's aftermarket. So we've got the dual exhaust, custom exhaust. There's no sound out of it. It's no, like you hear these turbo diesels, they make some mad noises out the back. It doesn't do none of that. It's just mainly for looks. We've got the carbon fibre trim on the bumper. Obviously that's like a bumper guard type of thing, but I think that makes it look really nice with the colour. We've got it's like a smoked carbon on the badge there with the black rear. We have the smoked, well, real smoked backlights. They're really dark, but it goes with the colour scheme. It's really nice. We've got the blacked out windows. I don't think they're actual windows. Let me just double check. So I'm not sure if the window is behind there. Say in the comments. We'll just say for now we got the blacked out glass. So obviously this is a window here. Yeah, so this is a window. So we've got blacked out windows all around the back. Goes with the blacked out lights, the carbon. It just all blends in nice. Another thing I really like about this van is this little rear lip here. It looks like it's meant to be there. I don't know if that is standard, so please tell me in the comments if that's standard. So we come to the side of the van now. So we got obviously the Bentley wheels lowered on the coilovers, so it gives it a real nice ride height. Got the privacy glass. The old owner was a massive Star Wars fan because we got a little clone there, a clone with a fat head. We got some wind deflectors. I don't know why they're stuck to the outside like this, unless they can't go up inside there, I don't know. So they are stuck on for some reason like that, I don't know why, never seen that before. We got the smoked indicators, so I think they've been bought. Now coming to the front, as you can see there is a few modifications on the front. So from what I can see, these are not standard lights, these are like LED front lights, and when you use the indicator, like the indicator flickers loads like you've got a bulb out, and normally that's when you've got LEDs it does that. We got this black front grille here, which goes really nice with the paintwork and obviously all the other black accessories. We got a van style front mesh grille here, which is also really nice, and it's like Van's shoes type of badge. And again with the bumper, same as the rear bumper, I'm not sure if this is a standard like front end of the car, because the plate's really low. Normally they're like up by here, but it's all the way down here, so I don't know if that bottom piece is a custom piece. Yeah, please let me know in the comments, and also it would be good to tell me mum, because she doesn't really know much about the van. She did buy it like this. Yeah, as for exterior modifications, going off from what I can see on there, that's pretty much what there is. I can't see underneath the van to tell you if there's anything underneath there. There could be some modifications, I'm not 100% sure. Right, so I'm inside the van now. We've got little Abby over here, she's being very shy and she's laughing at me because I keep making mistakes. Right, so coming on to the interior, there's not a lot to talk about in here. We got an Audi steering wheel. Looks like I've seen this type of wheel on an Audi TT, so that could be off an Audi TT. What else we got in here? We got a bit of carbon, so we got carbon wrap on the plastics. All this has been changed around here, so all the roof lining's different. It's like a velvet type of material. We got focal speakers on each side, and on the rear there's speakers, and there's also a flip down screen, which I'm not sure is standard, because this piece here looks like it's been like made and put on, so I'm guessing all that's also been installed. It's got a Pioneer CD player in here, touchscreen. It's very handy. It's also got a reverse camera wired into that. For safety, it's running a Clifford alarm system, also an immobilizer, so you've got to put a certain key with like a certain pattern in to get this thing to start. It took me ages to get this thing to start. So coming to the footwell, as you can see, there is like green LED underneath here, and there is over there as well. So that's another touch that's been put in. It's quite a nice touch. It'd be better in the dark, but obviously you can still see it there. Coming to the seats, to me these do not look like they would be standard in this van, so please comment if these are like different seats. I think they are, because I've never seen like double armrests. It's got double armrests, man, so good. Coming into the rear, it's got 3 cloth seats, so that's another reason I think these are aftermarket seats that are on the front, because they're 3 cloth ones. Then we got 3 leathers here. So coming into the rear, apologies about the mess. My mum uses this van for like moving stuff around and that, and the kids make an absolute mess of it, so it's understandable. Coming into the back, obviously we got this. This has obviously been made. You can see it's been screwed on, so that's covering the window. I'm guessing the window's behind there. Same on the bottom of the doors, so there's nothing really. It's just been covered up then. same like type of material in here, so I think this has all been changed. We've got that velvet pattern on the sides here just to break up the colours, I'm guessing that's what that's for. And same on the roof here. Obviously this is an aftermarket piece that's gone all the way down the middle, and I'm guessing there was lights. Yeah, so there is light strips in there, but they're not working, so I don't know what that's about. Also, to accompany the vocal speaker system, there is also a subwoofer in the back, and it also works. Yeah, so as you can see, practicality with this van. There's a lot of room in the back, as you expect for a van. But some of these transporters, you can drive with car insurance. There's certain things that make them a van. Unfortunately, this one of my mum's is classed as a van, so I had to insure it with van insurance, which I didn't know was different to car insurance. So it's a good job I looked into that. Yeah, because what I would have normally have done, because my Focus policy allows me to drive anyone's car with their permission, so I had to look into the van to see if it was classed as a van. It's quite confusing, but yeah, it is classed as a van, and I think it's to do with the amount of space in the back and the seats. I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. So yeah, there's a couple of things that could be better with a van. I do personally want to do some stuff to it for my mum to help her out, and I would be good to get this on the channel, because I think like there is a lot of van people out there, and especially transporters. Like I took it for the drive, so I went over the Horseshoe Pass, if any of you know where that is, in Wales, North Wales that is, and every single VW transporter we went past they were waving at me, and my mum was like, yeah, they do that, it's like it's just a VW transporter thing. And I was like, it's quite a nice thing really, like everyone waves at each other. Normally if I'm driving past someone in the Focus, I get the middle finger and told to fuck off. But yeah, so little things like this, like I could sort out for her. Like this has been taped on, obviously it's to hold it on, or hold it together, but that's a little thing that can be sorted out. You know, you've got like the door lock pin here, the cover of it's missing, so just things like that. Like obviously something's been there in the past, I don't know what would have been there, maybe some adjuster or something, but that's obviously been drilled out, so just stuff like that could be sorted. Also, I might strip all these off for her, and I know a guy who can like hydro dip these, because you can see these have been wrapped and they're coming off, so it would be nice to get them hydro dipped so they just look a lot nicer. So another bad point about this van, and I'm not sure, it probably happens to most of the transporters, and this one's 2007, so it's pretty old. As you can see just by here, it is bubbling under there, so it's rusting a bit, and you can see down here you get a bit of rust down here, so that's something my mum wants to address. She wants to address that at some point by getting it fully, like obviously redone and resprayed, but for the age of it, it's not that bad. So obviously it's just starting to bubble on the wings on the front here, and that's the worst part, and a little bit on the bottom sill bit, but other than that it is not that bad. Another little bad thing, another bad thing about this paintwork, I don't know if you can just see it by there, Mum said there was like a badge here, and it's like it was covering this raised part here of paint, which is cracked in a circle, so obviously that's another reason she wants to get it sorted. Same again, just these are the boot hinges, obviously they're just going a bit rusty by here, which could be sorted out very easily, and also a tiny little bit on the rear arch here, and down there. But every vehicle rusts, it doesn't matter what you got, the weather will get to it. And my mum drives this in the winter, she drives it all year round, so obviously when that salt grit gets onto it, it's a nightmare. Same with my car, it just absolutely annihilates it. That's why I don't drive my Focus anymore in the winter. Yeah, so that is pretty much everything I can see that has been done to the van. Obviously it's got a couple of little rough edges, which you'd expect when you start modifying stuff. There is a couple of little rough edges that happen. It's just obviously you've got to put a bit more detail into it, getting it sorted. So since she's had it, nothing has gone wrong really. I think the only thing that went wrong was something to do with the brakes. So as you can see, it's had a new caliper in there, because that's red there, the actual carrier, and then the caliper. My dad changed that. I think he changed all the discs and pads all the way around as well, because when she got it, they were pretty knackered, to be honest, so they all got changed. Yeah, but other than the brakes, I don't think anything else has gone wrong with it, and the engines on these things are amazing. If you look after them as well, like this one's on 170,000 miles, and like there's probably a lot of VW transporter guys out there and they're thinking, oh, that's nothing, but to me, being a car guy, that's a lot. But for a van like this, like, I have seen them on a lot more than that. Now, one big thing about my mum, she will not, for the life of day, tell anyone how much she paid for it. I know they're expensive. I've looked on the internet and I know they're quite a bit of money. In the comments, how much do you think she paid for this? Like, look at it, 170,000. Just look how nice it looks. The condition is pretty good condition. Just put in the comments how much do you reckon it was. I do not know, but I want your opinion on how much you think she paid for it. I'd love to know. Yeah, so we're gonna end the video there. That is pretty much everything about the van. I would take it out for a drive, but I normally do that with like fast cars, because obviously when you take them out for a drive, it's more fun for the video. And this is not made for speed. This is more of just a cruiser, like family type of thing. So I'm not going to go videoing it and trying to thrash it, because it's not mine either. It's my mum's, and she'll go mad. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously you can see it's a beautiful looking thing. Tell me in the comments what you think of it. Also tell me how much you think. How much would this be? I want to know how much somebody would pay for this. So please let me know. If you want to know anything else about it, obviously in the comments again, and I will try my best to answer. But yeah, that's it, guys. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. It looks nice, doesn't it? It's lovely, this one.